This is a big one. Again, as someone who didn't grow up with this, I would assume that if you're deaf, you're disabled. Does the deaf community see themselves as disabled?
No, no, no. Example, when I had my PE program in the school, I had my own uh, PE class, and one of them said, "I wish the other guys were deaf so I can talk to them." No, they don't see them as disabled. No. Why? Because they don't know what they're missing. Hard of hearing, on the other hand, know what they're missing and will go to get healing, but the deaf don't. Isn't that interesting? Question.
So, as someone who's Hispanic, comes from South America, their first language is Spanish. Is it the equivalent to someone who is deaf seeing ASL? Well, this is just my language. It's just who I am. It's just my culture. There's nothing wrong with it.
Right.
So because yes, sir.
One time in the Civic Auditorium, Brother Stone King was preaching court on healing. And when the altar call, all these college students came in as vultures. And the year before it was a disaster. And I said, I stopped all of them. I said, what do you want? We want to heal them. Great. Let me ask the deaf people who wants to be healed. Okay. I turned around, there's 13, 14. Okay, how many want to be healed? Nobody raises their hand. And the hearing people said, oh, that's awful. They don't want to be fixed.
I'll make sure I want to clarify it, everyone. So you're not saying we shouldn't pray for healing. What you're saying is to use wisdom and to first ask what you're specifically praying for. And Brother Delp, you said something. You said that they don't want to be fixed. So because a lot of them don't think they're missing anything.
That's right.
When we make the assumption that because they're deaf, they need to be healed, how does that damage them? Or their view of church?
They got away from it because they've probably been a lot before. And they are deaf. I'm deaf. That's who I am.
That's that Lee Stone King story you told. You said you started out with how many, and how many left church after that situation?
That year before we had 11 left.
So at the end of
I didn't know. They came in and started laying hands, and 11 of those people left, never came back again. That's why next year you're not going to even approach the deaf. And I've been that way ever since. When I see you put your hand on the deaf people, I'm going to be there and I'm going to growl.
So, yes. So you're saying that when it comes to when a deaf person walks into our services and we have someone who's able to communicate through ASL, the first thing we should ask is, what do you need prayer for? And not just to immediately lay hands and start praying for healing.
Just like you do with hearing people. Find out what do they want.